Hi, my name is Tashi, and you're watching Beauty and the Bar. So today I thought I'd do an update on my Project Pan. I have no idea how long it's been since I did a Project Pan intro because I didn't mark down the date. I wasn't prepared. I don't know what to tell you. I also think that I have lost the sheet that I used to mark down the pencil products, so I'm going to try to find it. But no promises. Also, I feel like I haven't filmed in 64 trillion years, so I'm like forgetting things, like looking into the lens instead of looking at myself in the camera, like preview view. So I'm sorry in advance if this is just, I'm frazzled. I braided my own hair. It's not the best job ever, and it's now frizzy because I dipped it, and instead of dipping the ends, I dipped the whole braid, and then my natural hair got all curly underneath and got all frizzy, and basically everything is in shambles. Do you hear Cali screaming and singing the song of her people? It's almost dinner time, and pretty much she eats dinner at 6:30 and pretty much starts screaming for dinner at 4. If you want to see any of that, of my hair experimentation, I'm no pro, I can't do any tutorial, but let me know and you'll see. Baby! I'm just gonna let her in here and then maybe she'll stop screaming. And then maybe you guys will get to see her. Maybe it's a win-win, we'll see. She's probably just gonna do exactly the things she's not allowed to do in here in an effort to bully me into feeding her early. You can come in here, but you're not getting fed. It's really my own fault for waiting until it was about her dinner time to start filming this. I should have known. I should have known I could have no peace between the hours of about 4 p.m. and 6:30. So there you go. But yeah, we're gonna get into this Project Pan update. I'm gonna go look for that paper real quick. Probably should have done that before I started filming. Whew. Can y'all tell you're in for a ride? You're in for a ride. Long story short, I could not find the paper, so we will just do those last and figure it out and make do. Before I forget, please like this video, please subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and share this video. And also, if you want to see even more content, join me over on Instagram. I make reels that are, I think, sort of funny, but you be the judge over there. So that handle will be down in the description, but it's at beauty__the_bar. All right, here we go. I guess I'll just go down the list. I've written down the number of times I've used something, and I will also show you what it looks like now. It's hard for me to tell how much progress there's been because I see these things all the time, but I will insert the footage from the intro video so you can see how much or how little progress has been made, and I'll tell you kind of how I've been feeling about using these various things as we go through, right? Okay, so the first thing I have on my list here is the Smashbox contour powder. This is in the Smashbox step-by-step contour palette. I use this almost every time I do my makeup. It's very rare that I don't contour, and when I do contour, I've been using this, and I've used it 27 times since the intro. I want to say it's been about 2 months. Maybe I'll put it down in the description if I can kind of figure out about how long it's been, but this is what it's looking like now. I mean, I already had a big pan in it, so to me, I feel like I can't really tell a difference, but you know, you let me know if you feel like there's a difference. So yeah, I mean, I think I use that probably more than anything else, so prepare for disappointment from here on out if you were looking for something more. Okay, so the Urban Decay Afterglow blush. This is in the shade Rapture. It's discontinued. I used this 11 times. Okay, so I don't love this, and I think that's why I haven't used it that much before putting it in this Project Pan. I am considering decluttering it at some point because I don't know that I'm loving it. I think the weird thing is the process of applying it is not enjoyable to me. I feel like it looks very powdery, and I feel like the more I add, the more powdery it looks, but it's such a light shade that it really doesn't like show up on me until I've added quite a bit and it's looking powdery. The thing is, when I use my setting spray, that fixes that problem. So it does end up looking fairly nice, but it's just, I just am not super enjoying using it, and I'm not super enjoying the color either. So I really don't know. And there's just so much product in here. I saw one of you comments and was like, I have that blush and good, basically good luck is gonna take a while. And I do feel that's true. I think with these like OG Urban Decay products, they are super, super tightly packed. So I feel like I would have to be really, really committed to even hit pan, let alone finish this up. I'm still deciding, but I'm gonna keep it in the project for now and we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I use this 11 times and I doubt very seriously you'll be able to see any difference. So, hi Angel Face. Do you want to say hi? No, you still got another half hour before dinner, baby girl. Say hi. Hi. She is very upset at me because I'm not feeding her yet. I love you, but it's not dinner time yet. Aw, you little purr monster. Okay, all right. All right. She does not like being held. She tolerates it, but she does not like it. She just likes to be nearby. Okay, so the next thing, the ABH Glow Kit. This is the most pitiful of all the entire project. I used this 5 times. I was supposed to be using the shade Bronzed, and instead, because I had so much purple in this project, I was wanting to reach for my Wet n Wild Mega Glow in the shade The Sweetest Bling because it gives like a pinky purple shimmer. Really, I should have put Tourmaline in the project because that is like a pinky purple. In fact, I think I may just go ahead and switch now. I'm certain you can't see any progress in this because I only used it 5 times. I just generally wasn't enjoying it, especially because I feel like it was a little bit too deep for me. In these months, I think now that I've been out in the sun, out on the beach, living my best life, fully vaccinated, I think I will probably enjoy using this more. I'm gonna stick with this for the time being, at least until the next update. But if I'm still really not using it, like if I use it less than 10 times, I'm gonna roll it out and just move on to this one. So at least I get some use out of this palette instead of continuing to go for my Wet n Wild highlight, which is what I always want to do anyway. Side note, as far as going for things that I want to go for, the LYS blush, I know I told you guys I would update it. I would update you after I used it more. I have it on today in the shade Empower. It's the Deep Berry shade. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's giving everything it was supposed to give. It's continuing to be absolutely beautiful. I may do like a fully updated review on LYS or maybe even try out some of their other products, but whew, man, this is like, it is everything I thought it was on my first impression. It's beautiful, it lasts, it's got a lot of color payoff, it's buildable, but you can also go light with it, and it's just so dewy. And lately I've been liking a really dewy cheek. I used that today with the Tower 28 Beauty Highlighting Balm, which I have a sample of. This is my first time using the highlighting balm, and I really like it. I mean, I think it gave me like a really glowy cheek, but y'all let me know. But the blush is just beautifully dewy. I don't feel like you even really need highlighter with it, but it's just, I mean, it's continuing to give. It's giving all that it can give. The Naked Basics 2 palette. I said I would, I was panning the shade, what is it called? Skimp. I used it 10 times. It is gone. It is gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. That's Skimp right there. Another empty pan. I am going to continue using this palette. I'm going to use Primal and see if we can just pan this entire thing. But, and then also I still have some of Undone, which is the last shade, the deepest shade over here. I really just use this for like professional looks. I will go ahead and put a card, but I showed how I use this for like a professional look. But yeah, I just really, Skimp was an easy shade to use because if I'm going for a professional look, it's the kind of shade I just put all over my lid and then that's pretty much it. Or I might deepen up the crease with a shade like Primal, and that'll be pretty much it. So I think that that is going pretty well. 10 uses and we were done. The next thing is the Ciate Wonderwand eyeliner. This is the one that I marked and lost the paper. This is what it looks like now. I used it a total of, I used it 12 times. I think that it is very easy to use, but not easy to use up. I mean, I used it today. I use it to line my eyes. I use it in my waterline, but it is just a black pencil. And often I want either a liquid liner to do a crisp line on top, or I want a colorful liner or no liner at all. There's just so many different options with eyeliner for me. So even though it is what I have been using when I needed a black pencil liner, I just haven't been using black pencil liner that much. So honestly, I wouldn't think that there's that much progress, but I will mark it down in a notebook as opposed to a piece of paper that is very easy to misplace again. So you guys will be able to see, have a better visualization of the progress in the next update. Next is the Melt eyeshadow. This is the shade Promiscuous. It's a shimmery purple. Woo! It's a shimmery purple shade. It's in the OG like melt stack packaging. I used this 9 times. I think this is, it still performs. I have it on my eyes today, but it is a little bit more difficult to work with because it is, I'm sure, expired, but also just kind of aged. This is what it looks like now. I think there is a little dip. I don't know if there was a little dip before. So you'll be able to see the progress in the footage, but that's how that's going. I'm getting tired of purple, and anytime I use this, the look pretty much is going to be purple because it's such a deep, overwhelming purple. It's very hard for me to just use like a touch here, a touch there. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep going with it and we'll see, but I can't see myself enjoying purple shimmery eyeshadow enough to use this up. I feel like I'm just going to try to make a dent in it. I don't even think I could hit pan on this, but I'm just going to try to make a dent in it. If I hit pan, that'll be a great surprise. And if not, it is what it is. The next thing is the color corrector inside the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. This is what the palette looks like. I used this 21 times and I'm happy to report that it is totally panned. I tried to get like the little bits in the corner. I tried with every tool that I own and I just really could not get those out. But this is, whoop, is that helpful? This is the empty pan. So I'm sure that's good progress. And I think I'm gonna set this palette aside for right now. The things that I have in here are, you know, I have a contour powder, but I already have a contour powder in the project. I enjoyed the color corrector. It was a little bit dried out, but overall, it was nice to have, but I feel like I don't need it because I can use concealer for the same purpose. So I'm not going to be replacing the color corrector. I don't think my dark circles are so bad that I need to go out and replace the color corrector right now. But it was nice to have, and I'm glad that I used it up, especially because it is a cream product. There's also a cream contour in here. So getting a little sketched out about that. Don't really know what I'm going to do about that situation. We'll see. The next thing I have is the Laura Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Plum. This is also one of those things where if I use it, it's very, very purple. It's also a thing that I failed to mark down. This is how much is left of the product. I will mark it down so you get a better idea of the progress that I'm making next time. I've just been traveling a lot, so it was very easy to get that paper lost in the shuffle. Wouldn't be surprised if I found it after filming this, so we'll see. And I used this 7 times, so not a whole lot of use. Wasn't really too excited to continue doing deep purple looks. If you guys have any ideas of how I can kind of use this in a new way other than using it as blush, because I just already have so many blushes, I can't imagine transitioning other types of products into blush. Like blush is my most over full category of makeup at this point. But yeah, if you have any ideas for how I can like use it on my eyes to mix things up, that would be great because I'm a little bored. I'm a little bored with the purple. I'm gonna keep doing it. I think it looks nice. It's a little boring. The next thing. Next, the Pop eyeshadow in the shade Gunmetal. This has been my favorite thing from the project. This is what it looks like now. I think I've made good progress. I mean, I'll have to compare, but there's a big pan in there. And this is a small pan to start with, but I have large pan in the overall small pan. You know what I'm saying? It's just such a shape-shifting kind of shadow. I originally just felt like it was this like shimmery, silvery purple, and that is the case, but when you put it with other colors, it kind of can take on, like, it has a little bit of a blue shift in it as well. It just really punches things up. It makes eye looks look very unusual. I'll insert a photo. I went out for birthday brunch with some friends for a friend's birthday, and I put it with the ColourPop palette that I got, the new one that has like the neon brights in it. And it was just such a cool, interesting look. When I use it with other project pan shadows like I did today, it really does just come off as like this shimmery, light, purpley silver, which is very pretty. But overall, I've just been having a lot of fun with this. Like, I got to the point where I was using this and I was like, ooh, I'm having so much fun. I don't want to use this up. And then I obviously had to fight that urge to be like, oh, it's going to run out and then I'll not have it, because I have other shadows that are similar, that are shape-shifting, and other shadows that aren't similar that just need love and use. So if I can use this up and move this out and enjoy it the whole time, that will be fantastic. I don't think I said how many times I've used it. I've used it only 7 times, and it still has like a big pan in it, but it's small. I don't even know if this was supposed to be a full size. Yeah, this says sample. So this is just a sample size, but it's beautiful. And I also saw, I think I found it on a website, like I found the Pop website finally, but I don't know if I found this shade or not. So the next thing is my Clinique 2-in-1 Beyond Perfecting Foundation Concealer. I've used this 26 times. This was kind of a gimme product because it was almost done. I'm still scraping, I use this today. I'm still scraping absolutely every bit of it that I can. There's like a tiny little bit down in the bottom. There's some kind of around the sides. I really just use this to spot correct, so I don't use a lot of it every time I use it, but I'm gonna try to like get whatever tools I can to kind of like get up under and around the rims and everything. This is pretty much done. Like, I could call this done, but I'm not going to because I hold on to products for dear life. I have already replaced this, but I'm just gonna keep it in until I literally can't get any more product out of it, and then I'll move on. The reason why I'm not too concerned about kind of holding on to this and not starting the next thing that I purchased, which is the It Cosmetics concealer. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one that has like salicylic acid and some like acne healing ingredients in it, is because that's the only one that I have. This was the only one I had, and then I bought that one. So I have this one and that one. And I think that, you know, I'm not worried about using that other one up before it expires, because it's something I use every time I do my makeup, and I just have the other one. You know what I'm saying? You get it. So the next thing that I had in the project is Modern Renaissance palette shade Bon Fresco. I used this 5 times. The palette's super dirty, so don't judge me, which is pretty pitiful. I had already hit a tiny pan on it. The pan expanded quite a bit for only using it 5 times. Let me just get up and close so you can see it. I think the issue was that I was wanting to kind of use this to do different types of looks, but every single time I tried to use it, the look ended up purple, even though I didn't want it to be purple. So I'm going to keep working with it and see if I can at least get it to lean pink, or if maybe I use it with some other kind of like unexpected colors like orange or green. Maybe I'll get something a little bit different, but overall I think I kind of just got bored with it. And I also got this bonus pan in Love Letter in the process, because I felt like that made it lean more pink. So when I was using Bon Fresco, I started using Love Letter to make it pinker and less purple. So I got a tiny little bonus pan in there. That's it. That's all the things that I put in my project pan, I think. If I find any additional ones, I'll maybe insert some footage. This is obviously not as organized as I had hoped it would be. Overall, some huge wins, some great pans, but you know, some disappointments as well, because I just really haven't been focusing. Like I said, I was traveling, and like, for instance, I didn't even bring this ABH Glow kit. I didn't even bring with me when I was traveling to even try to use, because it's gigantic, and I just didn't want to bring this big palette just to use that one highlighter, which is another reason why I don't really enjoy buying highlighter palettes as opposed to single highlighters. But it's been fine. It's been good. That's it. Thank you for watching. Again, please remember to like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. And I'm gonna get out of this freaking hot, not itchy, thankfully, but very hot, warm sweater that I thrifted very happily, but that clearly is not serving me in this season. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.